Hi everyone, this is Paperworm, and we are doing a really quick flip of this journal. Just testing if the autofocus is off. So this was the red bubble journal that I got as a present from Spooky Bean Journals. And it took me, how long? 14 days in order to complete it. And this really does, I know it sounds like a huge achievement, but this only has 124 pages or so, so it's not that big. It is actually a really easy fill. It is not that huge. It's like I don't know. I cannot show you like every single page in here because I had a lot of problems doing this journal. Like I had like a really extreme toothache. It was like one of my roots died and developed some kind of inflammation on the bottom of my tooth, but we couldn't figure it out for a while, and I had my whole jaw was hurting so bad that I really wanted to die. Like, I'm not just saying this for the sake of being super dramatic or anything. I was so depressed because I took painkillers. I even mixed different types of painkillers. I took so much, like a junkie, basically, and it still didn't work. So, of course, I was at some point so frustrated and that I was standing on my balcony and I wanted to jump. So there are really a lot of dark pages, last words type of texts, you know. So I'm sorry that I cannot show those. I was just very desperate because I was in so much pain. Yeah, it was not like emo reasons or anything. So yeah, eventually, of course, after I did go to the dentist every day, and I sat there for hours and I said to them, I don't go home unless you help me. And in the end, they opened a tooth. They found out that the root was dead, and that was most probably the reason. They left the tooth open so that the pressure can subside, and ever since then it got better. But all the procedures at the dentist did lead me to my jaw not sitting correctly anymore. So now my upper jaw and my lower jaw, I cannot fully close my teeth anymore on top of each other. And when I talk and eat, the teeth are like, you know, and my jaw is making a lot of weird noises when I open my mouth. And you know, one problem gone, there's the next problem, you know. So yeah, I don't know what the next procedure will be. I don't know. I'm just pissed off. So here are some pages that are glued together. I cannot show them. So I was just in a lot of pain, and eventually it got a little bit better, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I think like sometimes I'm cursed in a way that as soon as one problem is being solved, there's another problem coming. You know, like I can never have one day that would be free of pain. And I don't understand this. Like, you know, like, what the fuck is going on? I'm thinking to myself all the time. So yeah, dark times. But I saw a Zeppelin moving across my house, like above my house. I mean, not across, above. And it was kind of rare because, well, it has become a rare sight. And when I was a child, I saw a lot of Zeppelins over my village, but yeah, not anymore. So yeah, thought it was interesting enough to write about it. Because kids nowadays probably have no fucking clue what they see. They probably think it's aliens or whatever. Yeah. I wanted to write a quote here, but never came to it. It is how it is. Yeah, I grew radishes on my balcony, and they became really big, and they are tasty. They're more tasty than the store-bought ones. like not as spicy, kind of more mild and sweet, so really nice. I ate them today. I was frying them up in my frying pan with onion and garlic, and it was really tasty. Those are just rings that played a role in my previous stories. And I wanted to test my printer, like depending on, I mean, I told you my printer is broken, right? But depending on how small or big a picture is, it's more or less blurry, and I wanted to test, but it's very blurry. Yeah. I have to buy a new printer. But with all the bills and horrendous costs that are like coming in, I don't know if I can. Oh, yeah. I was on Reddit like always, and I saw a post about this Roswell alien interview from 1947, and it was amazing. It was an amazing watch. I don't know if it's real or someone made this up, but what this alien essentially told this woman, it made so much sense. I cannot even, I cannot explain, but I was just so blown for like 3 days. I was listening to it, and it was just, yeah. Everyone should watch that one. Yeah. Other than this, I didn't write much about anything really besides you see the names Anya and La Catherine a lot in my journals. That's because I'm thinking about friendships, and you know, my childhood friend is never really there for me. She is basically 99% only interested in her own things. So I'm literally just the listener, the passive person in that relationship. And I was thinking a lot lately, and she is like disregarding all my wishes and whatever I say. It is almost like as if we didn't know each other for 23 years and we only knew each other for 3 days, you know? This is the feeling that she's giving me all the time. And I feel so unhappy and frustrated, obviously, for a person that claims to be my best friend. And so I'm talking a lot about friendships in general. And I'm thinking if Anya and La Catherine disappeared from my life, I would have no one anymore. I would be completely alone on this planet, you know? So yeah, this is why you see their names every now and then. I was literally, this whole journal was about pain, suicidal feelings, and friendship and frustration. Maybe this is why I was able to fill it quick, because I had a lot on my mind. Yeah. Books, yeah. I bought like a biography type of book about Sylvia Plath, and I'm really excited to read that one. But I think the next one I read is The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins. And because it's a quick read and a really interesting topic. Yeah, and Anya wants me to read Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. And yeah, I don't know. I'm on my reading journey, and I just almost finished Norwegian Woods. This is the German translation. I love this book. I didn't think that this would become one of my favorites, but it's amazing. Considering that all of my own stories play in Japan, and I sometimes describe from the point of view of a male character living, a Japanese person, this book is perfectly portraying, like showing me the inside thoughts of a Japanese male person. So it helps my story writing a lot. Yeah. And wow, my hands are ice cold. Holy shit. So yeah, I bought this book, A Little Life. But I heard this is like trauma porn. Whatever I mean, I know what that means, but I wonder how heavy it is, and I'm not sure if I want to read it right now. But yeah, I'm currently collecting books from people that they recommend to me. So if you are a watcher of my channel, recommend me your favorite book in the comment section. Yeah, because maybe I'm gonna read it. Oh, this is loose, that doesn't matter. I'm literally building like a library of books, only with books that mean a lot to me, impacted my life greatly, or were recommended by other people. Because I'm thinking that I have a part of the other person with me through the book recommendation, you know, if that makes any sense. And I don't know, maybe I romanticize that whole thing, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, you can leave your recommendation. Because I'm thinking that for a long time, I was stuck only reading Stephen King books, and I was like not into anything else. You know, I didn't give other genres a chance. And I realize now how much I have missed out on the endless, like, the endless inspiration that I could get from all of those books that I didn't read. But now I'm not fixated on any genres anymore. And this is why I'm looking for recommendations. If you have a book that influenced you greatly and you think, Paperworm, you have to read this once in your life, then tell me in the comments. I would be glad. I keep notes of everything that people say to me, and I research the books, I look them up if they are available in English or in German, and then I put them on my to-buy lists, you know, so I keep track of what people are telling me. Except if I read maybe the description and think, oh my god, maybe that's a topic that I don't want to read about, but that didn't happen so far. So far, I found every recommendation cool. Yeah. Now you know. What I'm up to is basically I'm reading a lot at the moment. I got happy mail yesterday from La Catherine. And although she knows that I prefer dark colors, she always sends me a lot of very colorful stickers. And I'm thinking that she wants me to channel my inner child, you know, because I keep repressing her a lot. Maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. Yeah. This last page here. And this says, lots of love, Spooky Beans. Because this was a present by Spooky Beans. She hasn't used any of the Red Bubbles journals that she got, so she didn't know what the quality was like. And the quality was really bad. But because it was a present, I wanted to feel it as like a little challenge, you know? And the leather, the fall leather is not sticking. The cover is ripping. Inside is ripping. Like, the only good thing I can say about this journal really is the paper quality itself of the page is good. It's thick paper, smooth paper, nice paper. But the binding sucks ass. It's glued, so it means it will never stay open. You can, when you want to write, you have to press it down, you know, like really fucking annoying. So I will most probably never use one of those. I would never buy one of those journals. I mean, if I got one as a gift, maybe I had no choice, but this is not my journal of choice when it comes to the company selling it, you know. I think you really just pay for a nice print on top, and the quality of the notebook is shit. So I think you would be better off if you just bought a plain black notebook with good binding, good paper, and then just glue a postcard on top, and you would pay way less money, right? Because this thing costs like over 20 bucks. So yeah, it's not worth it, honestly. It's not worth it. Not even as collection pieces. Okay, so I have no next journal yet. But what I'm doing right now is I have this project. This is also a journal, but this is, I'm writing this for La Catherine in English, which I have never done before. All my journals are in German, but as a project, I'm gonna write this in English, just the same way I would write any regular journal, and then I will send it to her, and she can read it and keep it. That's like a little fun project, you know? Because she always said to me that she's such a big fan of my journaling YouTube, she would love to own a journal from me. And I thought, but if I sent you any random journal, then not only would I lose what I'm going through in this moment, because I need this as memory, you wouldn't be able to read it because it's written in German, right? And this is why I came to the conclusion that I will write this as a side project, especially for her, in English. Which, yeah, I just said this already, I have never done this before. And yeah, maybe it will open up a little, maybe I will write more in English in the future. Like she is writing in French and English, right? I was always afraid that people could read my entries if I wrote in English, but if I write them in English, my family members would not be able to read them in case I pass away and I want to leave those behind. But then in the end, will they ever read them anyway? Or just throw them away? I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe it does not fucking matter in which language I really write in, right? But it will be a good experience in terms of maybe getting more secure in the English language, because I'm still afraid, although I'm talking in English right now, I think talking in English and writing in English or reading in English is different. What I use right now is really easy language, but when I read a novel, you know, sometimes there are words in it that I don't understand, or I don't know. I know this has become a rare occurrence where I don't understand anything, but I'm still afraid. I'm still kind of feeling, So yeah, some of the books that I bought are in English on purpose because I want to tackle this problem. I want to become more secure, and maybe one day my English gonna be better, you know? We don't know. That's essentially everything I have to say for this flip through. I didn't think I could drag it out for 18 minutes, but I can talk. I mean, if there's one thing I can do is talking. So thank you all for watching, and I don't know about my next journal. We will see. I don't know. Bye.